Hello everybody, a very warm welcome to Baku. The Aussie Lions host Manchester United in the last fixture of the Champions League Matchday 2, and well, this is a huge one for both teams. They look to propel themselves towards the top of the table. The Aussie Lions, of course, lost out to Madrid last time out. Manchester United beat Wimbledon at Old Trafford. It's not been the most comparable of fixtures, but there's excitement nonetheless from both sets of fans. And here we go then. Smith in the net then for the Aussie Lions. Harrell, Brinsmead, Simpson and Solola. Drews, Heel, Hutchison, Bansal and Fawley in the middle too. And don't forget Ben Nixon in there too. James Saxby drops to the bench tonight for the first time ever in an Aussie Lions starting lineup, carrying a little bit of a knock from the last game against Real Madrid. Manchester United, on the other hand, come in on good form. It's been a whole uplift since Michael Carrick came in. Corsby, Shaw, De Ligt, Yoro, Mazraoui, Mainu, Fernandes and West, Cunha, Ronaldo and Brian Mbeumo once again for Manchester United. Keep an eye for Amal and Casemiro on the bench, with Lamans, Maguire, Martinez, Dallo and Sesko too. Not sure why it says coach Ruben Amorim. It's now Michael Carrick. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo had a dream return for the third time against Wimbledon, or a chop and finish, and a Bruno Fernandes super finish got in 2-0 up. And here we go then. The Aussie Lions kick us off and underway here in Baku. And there's excitement in the air, I think, for this fixture. It's one we've seen in the Charity Cup and also in the past two. And both editions of the Charity Cup, actually. These two teams have faced. Here's Bansal. Drews on the ball. Heavy touch. Mazraoui picks it up in the middle. Fernandes to Ronaldo. Kobbie Mainoo. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, of course, coming in after a knock to Diogo Dallo. Mateus Cunha. West on the ball. Mazraoui into Mbeumo. Mazraoui. Ronaldo. Simpson tried to get there and he did. Excellent work from Michael Simpson. Just had his birthday just last week. Happy birthday, Michael. We weren't too harsh on the Aussie Lions commentary against Real Madrid. Here's Dan Heel. It's interesting to see no Saxby in the lineup tonight. Say Solola in there too for the mix. 15 minutes played, no real big chances yet. JJ Harrell. Hutchison, oh great play. And I think free kick on the edge of the area for Hutchison. Aussie Lions now. Trying one, oh great save by Corsby. Punched over the bar. And the Aussie Lions, it was taken quite quickly. We didn't really see the goal either, which is a bit of a shame. But the Aussie Lions have a corner now. And Ethan Hutchison, that was almost a penalty. I think it could have been a penalty. I think the referee judged it wrong. Brinsmead, oh. Almost there. Well, not sure who he is, to be honest. Corsby punts it forward. Mainu down for West again. Bruno Fernandes. Wide out to Hussein Mazraoui. Played into Brian Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo's free. Manchester United potentially. It's a side netting effort from the Cameroonian. Perfect play though from Manchester United, opening up the Aussie Lions from behind. And here's Edward Smith now for the Aussie Lions. And his favourite Karabag, unfortunately 6-1 in the UEFA Champions League last week in the knockout round playoff against Newcastle United. Here's Ricky Bansal, a few step overs. Here's Daniel Heel. Corsby punching it out and wide for a corner kick again. And Dan Hill, he likes to rocket from range. I remember being in Bucks a couple of weeks ago and talking with Bucks FC keeper Leo Spinks about one of Dan Hill's shots. Forley whipping into the box. Shaw! Oh! And almost clipping the post from Michael Simpson. Here's the Dan Hill chance again. Oh, Lewis Corsby is up and making some saves so far today. Druce now for the Aussie Lions. Nicholas Forley trying to whip in Michael Simpson. Hutchison. Simpson on the edge of the area. Trying to build something here for the Aussie Lions. Box Manchester United back into their own half. Really, really quite compact for the Red Devils. Here's Michael Simpson. Chris Druce into Ben Nixon. Brinsmead to Druce. Simpson on the middle. Heel to Hutchison. Great ball in. Looking for Bansal. There we go. The Aussie Lions were knocking at the door. And Ricky has the answer. Manchester United have been ripped open by that. And Ricky Bansal scores again for the Aussie Lions. He's such a crucial player for them in the big moments. Everyone cannot forget his great goal against Manchester City in that semi-final a couple of years ago in the Charity Cup. What a goal it was. Manchester United then behind in Baku. Mazraoui. West. Kobe Mainu. West into Bruno Fernandes. Mainu, Fernandes. Here's Ronaldo, dispossessed by Brinsmead and Simpson. And I think an offside flag's gone up anyway. And, well, I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you. If you're an assistant referee and you can see that, I'm shocked. Aussie Lions then coming up to the half-time break, 2 minutes added time. One last chance maybe for the Lions to double their lead on the half-time stroke. Nixon. And Bruno Fernandes dispossesses, and that is the half-time break here in Baku. The Aussie Lions lead then. Ricky Bansal with a header puts them ahead in the tie on the big points that could be vital. Half time then, Aussie Lions 1, United 0. Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful evening in Baku, and well, still got 45 minutes left of football to play here in Baku tonight, and Manchester United, they've never actually played here in Baku before. Could have been here a couple of years ago if they'd been in the Europa League. And Arsenal hadn't been here against Chelsea. You'll remember that final, the Maurizio Sarri UEFA Europa League win for them. Here's Shaw into Mainu. Manchester United building and looking to find something. Say Solola heads clear. Here's Kobe Mainu. Ronaldo Into Bruno Fernandes again. Mainu finding it. Fernandes. Here's Bruno Fernandes once more. West on the edge of the box. Mazraoui trying to line something up. Fernandes! Oh! It's United's first chance of the game and not quite to be. 30 more minutes then for Manchester United to find something, and it would be a huge goal in terms of the table. Manchester United don't win this, then it's going to be off top spot, potentially a bit further down, and it's going to be a hard. I mean, any point you can lose on the early stage is momentum. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes into Cunha. Whipped across the box. And Brian and Mbeumo. Oh! Smith with a good stave. And well, 25 minutes to play. Daniel Hill. Nixon into Druce. Hill again. Hutchison on the edge of the area. Looking to size one up. Can't get past Mazraoui. Well, Hutchison did say he was going to try and get Ronaldo's shirt in the pre-match build-up in tonight. I'm not sure how keen Ronaldo will be after this result, but hopefully he's gracious. Here's Ronaldo, played into Matheus Cunha. Cunha on the run for Manchester United. Cunha, good save by Smith. Well, Edouard Smith has been absolutely superb tonight in the net for the Aussie Lions, and Manchester United are really starting to struggle. The cracks are beginning to show, and that man's hair is beginning to reset and grow even longer. Druce with some step-overs. Seen those since his Bucks FC days. Here's Hutchison. Laid off. Dan Hill. Oh. Wide of the post. Tried to bend it. And Dan Hill is coming off. Well, he's had some good chances tonight, Dan Hill, but it's not come out to be. James Saxby comes in for the English midfielder. De Ligt into Yoro. Short by Manchester United, and they've got to build something now here in the Westie TV Champions League. And Gubanli coming on for Ricky Bansal too, as a change up front for the Aussie Lions. Might be Ricky having a knock, but you never really know. Mainu on to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes whipped wide. Matheus Cunha's in the box. Trying to find him. Ronaldo. Mbeumo. And JJ Harrell gets it out and away. 1 minute added time. And I think Manchester United might be well and truly beaten. Ball goes forward. Yoro into Matthias de Ligt. Mainu can't turn on the ball and face. And the Aussie Lions get their first win of the season and hand Manchester United a defeat in their own backyard. It's a frustrating day for Manchester United. And one that the Aussie Lions are going to remember for the rest of the season. Ricky Bansal with a brilliant header before the end of the first half. But Manchester United fall here in Azerbaijan. Full time here in the Westie TV Champions League. Aussie Lions 1, Manchester United 0.